What's up, everybody? Today I wanted to share with you one of my morning routines in the Gatineau Park. And we will start with the push-up walkout fused with the yoga push-up. So just go to the back of your mat. And if you want, you can always just walk your hands forward without adding the push-up to the exercise and stay into the plank pose while you go through your first rep and then walk back. So that will be one repetition. Let's go for our second repetition. And if you want to follow along, go down to the ground, get back up into the downward facing dog, elbow to the ground, roll forward, and then get up. Quite a mouthful. Yet, a day without push-ups isn't a normal day for me. I call it very easy day. So that's our third repetition here that we're starting. If you take your time to do things, you spend more time under tension. So there is a place to go fast, and there's also a place where you can go slower. Try to balance out everything. So now we're at our fourth repetition. Take your time. We're gonna go for our last push-up walkout. Walk your hands forward. Go down to the ground. Downward facing dog. Elbows to the ground. Roll forward and then get back up. After that, a really great exercise for runners or cyclists for that matter is the sprinter. So you're gonna go forward, one foot in front, the knee just behind the heel, and get up your butt. 2. We're gonna try and do around 10. 3, 4. It's not about 5. Lock. You don't want to lock 6 your knee. You want to 7 feel the front of your thigh working. 8, and you want to feel a stretch. 9 in the back of your leg. 10. Now you're gonna lift your heel, the back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now you're gonna try to balance on that front foot and get to lift your knee and do a deadlift. So now I'm doing my second. 3. So it's a single leg deadlift. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do the other side since it's getting jealous. Other foot forward and sprinter position. Get up and down. 2. You don't want a lot of weight. 3 on your hands. You just want to 4 have most of your weight. 5 on the front leg. 6, and that leg will probably 7 burn a little bit towards the end. 8, and I'm okay with that. 9, 10. You're gonna lift that leg, the back leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push that heel up as you lift it. 5, 6, so that you feel your glute. 7 working. 8, 9. This is a fusion of stretching. 10 and working. So transfer your weight. Get up. It's okay if you put your foot on the ground and deadlift. 1, 2. Feel free to grab a chair. 3, or the wall. 4, or the bridge for that matter. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. let's go to my favorite, the push-up walkout. Touch the sky, walk your hands forward. You can either stay into the plank or down to the ground. Downward facing dog, elbows down, roll forward, and then get back up. So that's one. Again, if you haven't done the yoga push-up yet, it's okay if you just do one push-up. That's pretty good in itself. So we're doing our second one, 2. It's just I've been practicing the push-up walkout for a while now, and I needed a bit more to spice things up. Go down to the ground, get back up, downward facing dog, elbows down, roll forward, get back up. 3, if I'm not wrong. We're going for 4. And do what feels right. For me, I find this quite enjoyable. It's okay if you don't. And our last one, 5. Downward facing dog, elbows down, roll forward, get back up. As you're starting to know, I like to do things more than once. So let's go back into the sprinter, put any leg forward, and then try to straighten your front leg. 1, try to keep your front leg, the heel. 3, glued to the ground. 4, if it tends to 5, unstick from the ground. 6, that just tells me that you're tight. 7, around your ankle joint. 8, 9, 1 more, 10. Lift your heel. 1, 2, 3. Of course, it's the back one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then transfer your weight. It's okay if you put your foot on the ground. I'd rather you do that than your face. Lift your knee. Deadlift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Other side. You guys know it. It's getting jealous. Sprinter. 1, 2. Try to glue that front heel to the ground. 3. There shouldn't be a lot of weight. 4 on the back leg. 5. And on your hands. 6, 7, 8. Oh, that feels good. 9. And 10. Lift that heel. 1. Of course, to the back heel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job, guys. Transfer your weight. Get into standing position. Lift that knee. Deadlift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job, guys. Let's go and get ready for the toe touch squat. You want your feet the width of your mat. And just kind of move your hips from side to side. It feels good. And then you're going to hip hinge to feel a straight stretch into your hamstrings. Keep your back straight. Feel that stretch. Try to see if you can touch the ground. And then sit down. Open one arm. Open the other arm. Open both arms and get back up. Then you're gonna do the other side, hip hinge, squat, open the other arm and the other arm, and then both arms, and then get back up. 2. Follow your own rhythm. If you do less, that's okay. 3. Feel that stretch. And you'd be surprised how the squat can be an amazing stretch for, we're going for 4, open both arms, and now the both of them. And get back up, hip hinge, squat, lift one arm, lift the other arm, and get back up. 5, hip hinge, squat, lift one arm, lift the other arm, lift both, and get back up. Leave that 6, hip hinge, squat, feel the stretch, lift one arm, lift the other arm, lift both, and get back up. 7. Let's go hip hinge, squat. Notice how looser you're getting. And lift both arms and get back up. 8. So we got 2 more. Hip hinge, squat, lift one arm, lift the other arm, lift both arms, and get back up. 9. Last one, hip hinge, squat, lift one arm, lift the other arm, lift both arms, and get back up. We're gonna go for the diamond pose up to the downward facing dog. I love that stretch because it really stretches my feet, and some people it will stretch their quads as well. Touch the sky and then roll to the downward dog. And you may not be able to, so we're going again, 2, to sit on your heels, and I'm okay with that. 3, just keep your hands on the ground if needed. Touch the sky, touch the ground, downward dog. 4, diamond pose. Touch the sky, hands down, downward dog. Get back into diamond. 5, 6, diamond, downward facing dog. 7, diamond, downward facing dog. 8, diamond, downward facing dog. 9, diamond, downward facing dog. 10. Good job, guys. I like to jump forward to the mat, so I'm gonna go to the downward facing dog and then just jump and do the lunge sequence. So 1 foot forward, the other back. Feel free to grab the wall or the fence. Stretch that hip flexor, touch the sky with the same hand of the back leg, and then straighten the front leg, hip hinge. Feel the back of your leg. 1. Lunge down and feel that stretch. 2. So I'm really trying to stretch that hip flexor, the psoas. Now I'm trying to stretch 3, my hamstring. 4. 5. And notice how I'm not spending a lot of time in that position. 6, because I'm just warming up to go for my run. 7, I'm warming up for my day. So that is what is called 8 dynamic stretching. So stretching the hip flexor and then the hamstring. 9, trying to loosen up so my legs can just keep rolling. And 10. Awesome job, guys. Let's switch side. You want to work everything equally. Lunge position. You can grab the wall if you need to. Stretch the hip flexor. Try to reach for the sky with the hand of the back leg. And then straighten your front leg and stretch the the hamstrings. We're going for a second. So that's 2. Stretch the hip flexor, stretch the sky, and then stretch your hamstrings. 3. Stretch the hip flexor, stretch the sky, and stretch your hamstring. 4. We're going for 5. And what I like to do when I stretch 6, my hip flexors, I try to tighten my butt just a little bit. 7. So that it really deepens my stretch. 8 in the hip flexor. Again, I'm not trying to stay there a long time. I'm just trying to find the optimal range of motion. 9 for me. And great job, guys. We're gonna start all over with the toe touch squat. I do love doing things twice. Hip hinge. Feel that stretch. Squat down. Lift one hand. Lift the other hand and lift both hands. I like to alternate. Do what feels right. Hip hinge, squat, lift the other hand, lift one hand, lift both, and get up. 2. Hip hinge, squat, lift one hand, lift the other hand, lift both. 3. Hip hinge, squat, lift the other hand, lift one hand, lift both, and get back up. 4. Hip hinge, squat, lift one hand, lift the other hand, lift both, and get back up. 5. Hip hinge, squat, lift the other hand, lift one hand, lift both, and get back up. 6. Hip hinge, squat, lift one hand, lift the other hand, lift both, and get back up. 7. Hip hinge, squat, lift the other hand, lift one hand, lift both, get back up. 8. Hip hinge, squat, lift the other hand. Yeah, I'm trying to confuse you. Lift one hand, lift both, and get back up. 9. And we got one more. Hip hinge, squat, lift one hand, lift the other hand, lift both, and get back up. 10. Awesome. Let's go from diamond pose to the downward facing dog. So find your spot where it's comfortable for your knee. You can always double your mat. No problem with that. There's not a problem, only solutions. Diamond pose, feel a stretch in your feet. It's okay to keep your hands on the ground. Do what feels right. Touch the sky. Hands down. Downward facing dog. 1. Diamond. Touch the sky. Hands down. Downward facing dog. 2. Diamond. Hands down. Downward facing dog. 3. Diamond. Hands down. Downward facing dog. 4. Diamond. Face down. Downward facing dog. 5. Diamond. Face down. Downward facing dog. 6. Diamond. Hands down. Downward facing dog. 7. Here, I got it. Diamond. Hands down. Downward facing dog. 8, I believe. Diamond. Hands down. Downward facing dog. 9. Diamond. Face down. Downward facing dog. 10. Good job, guys. I'm probably going to do an extra one. You can follow along if you want. 11. Little surprise here. And now, let's jump forward. 12. I guess I did 12. And now, I'm jumping forward. Sometimes I get into the moment and I just forget counting. Let's go into the lunge sequence. 1, 1. Remember to tighten your butt. 2, when you're stretching your hip flexor. 2, you're tightening the butt of the leg that you're stretching. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay nice and tall. 8. Nice straight back. 9. And it's okay if you use a wall. And 10. Awesome. Let's do the other side. It's getting jealous. Stretch that hip flexor. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, one more, 10, and 10. Good job, guys. You survived my morning routine. I like to end it with a Wonder Woman pose. Always feels good. Makes me feel nice and strong. Thank you so much for watching. You can always smash that like button if you like what you see, or bump it, and or subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I'm looking forward to be seeing you next time. Have a good one.